Hello, so today is the 31st of January, officially now, end of the month. Crazy, right? And yeah, this video is pretty much just going to be, again, thoughts, what's been happening, and I think I like to make these kind of videos more as well as the vlogs and stuff over the value type videos, just because it's more me. And I think I'm going to kind of switch around the way that I actually make those videos as well. I'm going to try to transition them to these sit down type videos as well, or just like being raw with exactly what I'm doing for my clients. So yeah, so 31st, a month has gone by now since I've made that first video of the year. A lot has changed, a lot has gotten better, and very grateful for it. But yeah, today I just wanted to sit down and talk, kind of give a recap of what actually has happened over the past month. Something very exciting, so maybe some of you can see it, but this lens right now on the camera, I just picked this up today. So I'm going to be using this for more vlogs and also sit down type of videos like this as well. It's got like a wider field of view. So the lens has like a smaller focal length. I don't know how you... I don't know the right word for it, but essentially it zooms out more and that you get to see more around me as well. So I think it looks pretty good. I like it for vlogging and also, you know, for these kind of videos. So decided to get it because I do also have my Cape Town trip next week. So in a week from today, I'll actually be flying over to Cape Town and I want to record that, you know, with the best possible lens. So yeah, very happy with this purchase. Got it for about half price, and yeah, very happy, honestly. I've been wanting something like this for a while. Other things that I will get is I think it's called a parabolic softbox to make some reels with. I haven't been making as much content, to be honest, and like I said in the last video, just because I've really been focusing on making clients happy and getting clients results. Just about half an hour ago now, one of my clients just called me saying, you know, the database reactivation campaign that we ran is going very well. He had an appraisal with a homeowner and looks like that could be the very first listing. Yeah, things are going very well for my clients, myself as well. I guess for myself, I would say it's not going as well as I'd hope it to be, but you know, other people's success, especially my clients, is what fulfills me more than my own success anyways. So yeah, that happened. He just called me up, you know, giving me an update of the appointment he actually had with that homeowner. Looks like they could be selling with him very soon. They've just got to make some touch-ups to the house itself, but the reason that they actually responded is because of the messaging within the campaign itself that they liked, because apparently that lady is in sales and she liked the value addition to the message itself, and that's what piqued her interest and got her you know, actually responding to it, which is great, which means what we're doing actually works and people are finding value in it. So that happened with a client. Couple other clients we're doing pretty well with. It's really just setting up things. Like my company is, you know, we build systems, and so building systems take time, and so we're properly taking our time to make sure that we get it right, that when we launch it actually goes well and we don't have to fix things up after. I'm sure everybody's heard of it, prevention over cure, right? And so what we're really focusing on is getting it right the first time, so that when we launch, we only have to make tweaks to it to improve it, not necessarily fix anything. So that's what's been happening over on the client side. For myself, since last video, that was about 8 days ago now, and I was feeling great then. Ever since then, I think a couple days went by, and what actually happened was I was invited to go out to a Capital Club meetup for dinner. Was initially hesitating to go just because I really wanted to focus on me, and I didn't want to network because I feel like when you go out to network, In some cases, not all cases. Like, I love networking, I love meeting new people and that kind of stuff, but just the thought of going out to try and, make connections that could potentially be superficial, I don't really like that, especially where I am right now. I want to focus on myself and making myself valuable before I meet other people, because I want to provide value to people when I meet them, right? So I initially was hesitating to go, but obviously, like, my friend who invited me, hadn't seen him in about a month, one of my good friends. So, I was like, good chance to meet new people who are potentially also in the space, trying to do their best with their businesses as well. Good chance to meet back up with him. So I decided, you know what, let's do it. I went to the dinner. Dinner was good. Usually we go to a different place that's usually much better, but it's good. And throughout dinner, just talking about business. Like when you have dinner, it's very quick paced, and you're eating, you're trying to talk to people. It is what it is. But after that, we decided to actually head to a cigar lounge. At that cigar lounge was great. We, a bunch of the other guys came along. We got to the place. It was a newer establishment. The owner was actually a really, really great guy. And he gave us this room that usually he charges like $3,000 for a session. But he gave it to us for free, which was amazing, and I think was some sort of sign, right? So he did that. I got drinks for everybody. Not crazy drinks, we all just got sparkling water or like juice. But had that with the cigars, and we all sat down and had a chat for about an hour. Talking about all kind of things like, God, what we want in our futures, like 10-year goals, 10-year visions, what's been happening with the business, what's happened in our past as well. And it got really deep, right? Which is good. And I think I prefer those kind of talks more than, the whole networking at dinner, trying to find out about people, how their businesses are going. The cigar lounge talk was much more my speed. So we had that talk, and we actually talked about like shrooms, so psychedelics, and some of them mentioned how like it helped them see things, right? And it was very cool, because recently I've been much more of a spiritual person, and I think if any of you are watching until this point now, you can tell that, even though this channel is for business, to help out real estate agents and just people in general, I want it to be much more of who I am, me, because at the end of the day, it's my channel, right? I can make what I want on this channel, and these videos are where I really enjoy actually making the content. So yeah, like very much so recently making personal content that means more to me and that I like creating more. And obviously I'm going to sprinkle valuable videos throughout, but when clients come through, they see who I am as a person, and that allows them to connect with me better. So yeah, we were talking about what happened on their with their experiences with mushrooms, and then also these other things called DMT or something. I think that's what it's called. And then there was one level above it apparently. But yeah, they were talking about that. We had a great conversation with everybody, and I forget which night that was. That was probably Sunday now, and today's Friday. But the day after is where I was praying before bed, and I wanted to experience shrooms. Like after that conversation, I really wanted to experience shrooms, and honestly, I think I will soon enough. But yeah, I wanted to experience it for myself, by myself, without having anything. And so while I was praying, I was very, very stressed that night, the night after. Been hiring a lot of people, or been trying to hire the right people, and it's very stressful trying to find the right people to work with that you want on your team, that align with your values and also have the work ethic, the ambition to get to the next level with you. So very stressful night, but because of that stress, I just was very thankful for it, because obviously, a certain amount of stress means you're doing the right thing. You're getting to where you want to go. So I was very thankful for it, thanked God for it, and while I was praying, something weird happened. So, like, my mind kind of separated from itself, and I feel like God visited me that night, and I truly believe that. So my mind separated, and then all of a sudden, I just saw everything, meaning, my past. I was able to see and feel my parents' experiences raising me. I was able to see into the future of what, I would be doing, what kind of impact I would have. I saw, the reason why certain people are with me and why I've met certain people, what they mean to me and the course of my life. And yeah, honestly, it was very enlightening. I was able to see so much. It's like God gave me the energy to see more. And what I learned from that was God is just energy. An energetic being who produces energy and distributes it around the world to certain people to do certain things, right? And so I felt a surge of energy during that event, or whatever you want to call it, whatever happened there. But yeah, so that happened, and I just saw so much. But yeah, no, I was very, very thankful that it did happen, because I was able to see so much and be very thankful. Like, I understood, one big thing was understanding what my parents' role was in shaping my life and who I am. And yeah, I think I should probably share it, but like, my mum was there to give me experiences and perspectives. So I traveled a lot when I was a child. Very, very fortunate to have that opportunity. So, my mum, I think, without knowing, maybe with knowing, she wanted me to experience things, see different perspectives, go to different countries, all that kind of stuff. So that's how my mom shaped me. Like, she made me do a lot of, sports, instruments, just really be a generalist and have knowledge and experience in a lot of different things. So very thankful for that, her giving me that opportunity. But that's her side. On the side of my dad, his role was just showing me what like relentless and true work ethic is. I've never seen anyone work harder than that man. For, probably 4 or 5 decades of his life, he's just completely dedicated himself to working hard. Harder than anybody else I've ever seen. He was a refugee from Vietnam, came over to Australia when he was about, I don't know exactly when, but probably around 15 to 18, by himself. Youngest boy out of 9 siblings. Studied, got a job, made his money, brought the rest of his family over single-handedly, and then, built the life that I was able to live so far, right? For both his family and then my family. So from him, work ethic. And yeah, through that experience that night, I was just able to see so much and really understand who I am, what I should be doing, and what kind of impact I want to have as well. And which is exactly why I'm making this video here today, because I think it's more important for me to make videos and do things that matter to me rather than put on a show for social media or, making videos, content that isn't really me. And yeah, that may mean that, I don't see the success as fast as I want it to come, but I think it's better that it happens that way. And yeah, ever since that night, really weird, because ever since then there was probably like three weeks of just, pure hard work, and things were going amazingly. But after that night and now, I feel lost and confused. It's like my brain's fuzzy after that happened, right? Maybe like when you see more things and then you come out of it, you're like, oh wow, like I'm really confused with life. And I guess that's a little bit how I feel. And like, things are still going well. They're going pretty much exactly how I want them to, but I just have, I don't know, like I have more clarity, but also less clarity. It's so hard to explain. And yeah, that's just what's been happening over the past month and also the past week since I made my last video as well. Honestly, such a weird feeling. And I like this more. It's different. This is me. I don't want to, be that guy who just pumps out not valuable videos, but like videos that are trying to sell people. Like, I just do what I do. I help my clients. And if anybody wants to come to me, they will. Like, what I've been noticing is that working with the right people, working with the right people is going to get both of you much better results than actually trying to get as many people as possible that just don't fit, right? Like, when you're working with a client and they're happy, they have motivation, they have the right mindset, it just makes it so much easier. And like, it makes you happy to work with them and you really want to produce them results. I don't know if anybody has felt that, but when you have shit clients and they come to you, maybe you've sold them, right? But even though you've sold them, they just have like this attitude, or they don't do the things you ask of them, and it's like, hey man, I'm trying to help you out. If you don't want help, like, why are we here, right? And so I think, along with wanting to be more of myself, I also want to work with the right people who fit with me, because at that point things are just smooth, right? Like the last couple of clients that I've signed and brought into the agency, they're ideal, right? And which is what makes me so much happier to actually do work for them and with them, because yeah, like at the end of the day, it's just people, right? You work with people. If you enjoy their company, you enjoy working with them, the results that you produce are going to be so much better. You actually want to work with them, meaning you put more effort into them. And that's just how I see business now. Honestly, I don't want to work with people who are going to waste my time, who don't have the right mindset, aren't open to things, very stuck in their own ways, and don't have a growth mindset. I think essentially that's what I'm saying. Like, oh shit. So, looks like the car just kind of it moves after like 10 minutes, but yeah, let's keep it rolling. Anyways, I want to work with people I like. I don't care if you have money, if we don't vibe together. If it's not a good fit, like, you're honestly not going to produce that client results, and they won't like you, and it's just not gonna look good on you, right? So very important for me that I work with people that I enjoy working with, because it's just so much better. And very sorry for rambling on about the same point, but yeah, I have standards and I wanna hold my clients to those kind of standards as well, because once you let someone in who doesn't meet your standards, it just doesn't work. The same goes with hiring as well, which is why I've been so stressed and meticulous about who I hire, because you can bring somebody on, but if they don't fit, if they don't have the motivation, the work ethic, the ambition, then you're really not going to produce results with them. Like, they're not going to put in the work. You're not going to see the results. You're going to be asking, what's happening, right? Like what are you doing? You know what I mean? And that's a feeling that I really, really don't like. And it's not necessarily anything against the person, but if they just don't fit in the first place and it doesn't feel right, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. That's what I've noticed. And same thing goes with team, same thing goes with clients. Anybody you interact with, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no, because eventually something is going to come up where things don't fit. And if that's the case, then you know, you've wasted that time and that energy. So it is really important to find the right people, because, you know, those right people, when you work together and you found the right one and things just click, like that's when things go up. And that's really what's happened with a bunch of people I have worked with, thankfully. But yeah, just random thought about people, working with people, those people being the right fit for you as well. But yeah, so that's really what's happened over the past month. 31st of January now, about to roll into February, and honestly, I have such a good feeling for February. Going to Cape Town next week for about 12 days, so 8th to the 20th, 12 days. And yeah, just going to be meeting a bunch of people there, being in the same environment, in the same space, a better environment actually, with people that I enjoy talking to. Going to be learning a lot there as well. Going to be documenting the whole thing as well. So I hope everybody is keen to see that, whoever watches these videos and actually enjoys, you know, watching them to the end as well. I'm really going to be picking back up on the content as well now that I do have this lens. Makes me more excited to create content. I think I was stuck in a lull over the past 2 weeks now of just not knowing what to make. Like I know what to make in terms of videos, but when it just doesn't click with me, I don't want to make it. You know what I mean? And I can't force myself to create content that doesn't vibe with me. I need it to really, you know, fit, and I need to have conviction in what I'm saying as well, which is why I make these videos, because it's literally just me talking to the camera, and this is me, no script. I think scripts are very detrimental for me, because unless I script it myself, or the person really knows me and how to help me script it, right? So like the copy writing needs to be very me if I'm going to be recording something. So yeah, just touching on that with the content itself. But now I think I have a lot more inspiration to create more content again, and just building like the, I don't think you call it system, but like, you know, like with this lens, I want to get the parabolic softbox light as well, that to have better lighting in my videos. And I think this lens is going to help with the quality of the videos as well. So yeah, hopefully all of those together will help me create better content. I like really putting effort into my content as well, which is also why, and I understand, you know, like perfectionism isn't the best, but I think when it comes to my content, I really want to just have it be as good as possible, as aesthetic as possible, and I think that will resonate with more people. But I have been trying out different things, especially with my reels as well. Over the past 2 weeks, it's a lot of variation with what I've been posting, but mostly everything seems to connect with people, which is very cool. And so I'm going to continue making videos like that, keep experimenting. Because I had a chat with a really lovely guy today who's actually in Cape Town, and I'm hoping to meet up with him. But he was asking, like, how can you like help people create a personal brand if you don't have as many followers? And so what I was saying is that, like, it's not really about the followers or about the views, and he agreed with this, but it's more about, you know, really resonating, connecting with the people and providing value. So like the videos I make, I get leads, I get booked appointments from them, and that's what matters, right? Because I've really connected with a person, understood their pain, and offered them something. And so yeah, like just creating content that properly connects with people, I think is more important. But obviously doing volume and testing things is also great, so that's what I'm going to get back into. Oh, and also just touching on that same guy, when we had that conversation, it was this morning now, he mentioned that apparently So DMT is like something in the body. Like there's shrooms that can, you know, help you have psychedelic trips or whatever you want to call it. There's DMT, and apparently that DMT is actually a natural human, I don't know what it's called, a hormone, but yeah, apparently like I released it when I was praying, and I was actually able to have that experience with God and that energy. But yeah, that's honestly like what happened. Sorry sorry that my thoughts are kind of scattered right now. Like I was saying, it's been very very cloudy for me after that experience, and I'm not sure why. Like I was a lot more focused before that. Like nothing has really changed. It's just in my mind now. I think because I know more and I see more now, I have to like, and out of that experience, I'm back in the real world, and I have to connect things together. I have to, you know, piece together what I need to do and what I want to do as well. But you know, it's a journey. I think I am taking the right steps to where I want to go. And yeah, just by doing the right actions every day, I'm gonna get there. Hopefully anybody who, you know, resonates with this message also feels the same way. Just keep doing what you're doing, because it is working, and you just don't see it yet. And something that I like to say is everything that I want is already real, and it's all in my head, right? I can already see it, I can already feel it, but the universe just needs to catch up. And I love it, because it's like everything's already here, right? And now it's going to take a little bit of time. You take the right steps, and one day it's just going to appear in front of you, and you're going to be like, what the hell just happened, right? So yeah, I have no clue what I'm going to call this video as well. The recording's about to run out. I have no clue if I'm going to record after that, but that's what's been happening. And I will continue to make content. I will continue to be myself, continue to provide value, because giving value and providing value has really been working for me recently. And I've been really enjoying it intrinsically as well. So yeah, I think that's probably enough. I have rambled for quite a while, but very excited for what February has to bring. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. I'm going to try to document as much of it as I can, so that at the end of the day, it's for myself, so I can look back on it and see how much I've grown. And then also for people to vibe with me as well. But yeah, that's the video. Cool things are about to come. Hopefully some of you guys follow along for the journey as well. And yeah, I promise to make a video every single week of this year. This is my 4th week of the year video. And yeah, hopefully this video has kind of resonated with people. Even if it doesn't, this was just for me anyways, to speak, to hold myself accountable to what I promised myself. And yeah, if you want to work with me, I'll leave a link in the description. Real estate agents, if you want to get more listings, if you want to get more clients, I help real estate agents do that. If you guys want to chat with me, I'll leave my Instagram as well below. If you did like this video, please leave a comment what you liked as well, if anything connected with you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, because I'll be making more of these every single week. At least one video every single week of something of me, right? But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much. 31st of January 2025. January is over now, and let's go into February. Very excited. I'll speak to you guys next time. Bye bye.